Hey, what's going on, guys, and welcome back here to another weather video. We got ourselves a lot of things to talk about here for today in terms of the flooding that we are currently still seeing across portions of Missouri. It is absolutely crazy out there, as we've seen several inches of rainfall already reported, with an additional several more inches expected, so we definitely need to be looking out for that. Also, in terms of the tropics, we have Hurricane Dora still really kicking up strength out there in the eastern Pacific. It is expected to strengthen as we work our way over the next couple of days to a Category 3 hurricane. Who knows, potentially even stronger. We'll talk about that here in a moment. And in terms of the severe weather we are expecting here for today, as well as the next couple of days, today we got to look out for possible severe weather across the Midwest. We'll tell you guys all about it here in a moment. Alrighty, guys, so we're taking a look here at the current radar view across the country. We are seeing ourselves a lot of precipitation working its way throughout portions here of Kansas, Nebraska, Iowa, into portions of Missouri. And here in the latest scan, you guys can actually see areas such as like St. Louis really starting to get hit by some heavy rainfall. I mean, like I said, these guys have already seen a lot of rainfall. I mean, in terms of totals, we have seen a lot of rainfall, potentially there up to 6 to 7 inches, basically just east of Clinton, west of Columbia, Missouri, here in the central state. So it's actually been really nuts regarding this rainfall. And now, whenever it comes to the expected amounts here, we are still expecting 2 to 4 inches if possible across portions here along western Illinois, as well as central and kind of eastern portions here of Missouri. So there is still a lot of rain that is expected here across portions here of the Midwest, so make sure you guys are preparing for it. And whenever it comes to the watches and advisories, we do have ourselves a really large flood watch across portions of southern Illinois, even western Kentucky is included. So make sure you guys are watching out there as well. And of course, central and eastern portions of Missouri is inside that watch. And on top of that, the Weather Prediction Center has actually issued a moderate risk for flooding across portions here of, obviously, Missouri, which that is actually pretty rare to see a moderate risk. It's a really big flooding event if they do issue those. And now we switch over things here to the tropics, where we do have a couple storms that we are watching here. And one of those being Disturbance 1 out here across portions here of the central Atlantic. Not really a high probability of forming, literally only a 10% chance of turning into some type of tropical system. So overall, we're not expecting much out of this one. However, out here across portions here of the eastern Pacific, there's another system that we are monitoring that has an overall 70% chance of forming into a tropical system. And now whenever it comes to the models out of this next potential storm here, models like the GFS has this thing going a pretty long way, actually possibly even turning into a hurricane down in time. And the European model, on the other hand, well, not so much. So models obviously still have a few things they do need to work out before we can make a final decision. And then we have Hurricane Dora, which actually just got upgraded to a Category 2 hurricane, which currently has sustained winds of 90 miles per hour according to the Hurricane Center. Dora is definitely a storm you do not want to mess with, but thankfully it is expected to remain out to sea. But here's the thing, this storm potentially could become a Category 3 as early as today. Now, the main hurricane models actually does have this storm turning into a Category 3 here once again by today, but there is a few models that actually does hint it maybe even higher, possibly up to Category 4. I'd say at the absolute most could be possible. Now, with the latest cone here from the Hurricane Center, it is expected to become a Category 3 by late tonight or early tomorrow morning, potentially being a Cat 3 all the way up until around afternoon here on Thursday, or then again, it's going to be downgraded into a Category 2, then a Category 1 as this thing continues a westerly trajectory. But now, from now until Monday, this thing is still expected to be a hurricane. So quite a long track hurricane, but once again, thankfully, there's nobody that's in the direct path of this thing. So as we pull away here from the tropics, we do need to be talking about the severe weather expectancy here for today and really the next 3 days, because we do have ourselves risks for the next couple of days. Alright, so whenever it comes to today's convective outlook here from the Storm Prediction Center, we do have ourselves a slight risk. The most likely area that we'll see severe weather for today will be across portions of Missouri, as well as southwestern portions of Illinois. Now, tornadoes will be possible. There's a couple chances for maybe a tornado here or there. Could occur across portions here of Missouri and maybe even southwestern Illinois. In terms of damaging winds, 15% chance across yellow. A couple other areas here throughout the upper Midwest, Central Plains, and out there towards the Rockies could see maybe some, damaging wind gusts as well. Same thing for hail for across portions of the Midwest. So hail, damaging winds, and a couple tornadoes across Missouri and Illinois can't be ruled out. Now, forecast models do show a fairly unstable atmosphere across portions here of Missouri, talking around 2,000 to 3,000 joules per kilogram here, which that is a lot of energy regarding thunderstorm formation. Then lastly, we move into tomorrow's and the following day's severe weather event here. So for tomorrow, we have a slight risk across portions here of Nebraska, northwestern Kansas, northeast Colorado. That's where the most likelihood of seeing severe weather would exist. Now, tornadoes will be possible. kind of down south towards northern Alabama, northwestern Georgia, and south central Tennessee. Look out for maybe a few spin-up tornadoes. Damaging winds, obviously highest out there towards that slight risk region. Also the southeast and even the northeast too. Look at that little 5% risk area there for possible damaging winds up to 60 miles an hour. And in terms of hail, same thing up northeast, but also the biggest concern obviously is for, once again, the slight risk area here across, once again, Nebraska, Kansas, and Colorado. And then, of course, lastly, we work our way for day 3, or this is basically here for Friday. We got ourselves just a little itty-bitty marginal across the northeast, talking a few possibilities for a couple severe storms. But anyways, guys, that's going to go ahead and wrap up this little video. If you guys did enjoy it, leave a like, hit that subscribe button. Like I said, this took me a while to make here, so if you guys could show some love, it'd be greatly appreciated. Once again, thank you guys. We are now at 14,000, almost 300 subscribers. Holy cow, 14,300 is crazy. Thank you guys. We love y'all so much. Big shout out to y'all. And in yesterday's stream, big shout out to Proxy. If you're watching this, Proxy, we love you, as well as all of our other supporters out there as well. You guys rock. We love you guys. Thank you so much. And all right, well, you guys take care. That's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for today. I may or may not do a live stream later on because my girlfriend's coming down to town, so not sure if I'm going to be able to go live. But at least we got a video out for today. That's all that matters. But all right, you guys, well, take care. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out, my friends. We love y'all. Be safe out there.